Hi there, I'm Mike Von Bergen, and you're at Von Bergen's today in Hebron, Illinois, McHenry County. So we're in a modern agricultural tractor today. This is a Case International 340 Magnum, and this is our planting tractor, and it is hooked up to the planter. You'll see in a little bit behind us. So right now we're in the cab, and this is some of the technology that drives the tractor and the planter, and also these two items here we need for planting. So this is one of our maps for planting, and then we also need this to plug in the computer on the tractor and the planter, and that'll make with the planting for this map right here then. So everything that's on this stick will correspond to this field here, and then that's what will make the planter work. So there's your technology in this product now, and then we'll go back and show you how that works on the planter. Okay, now we're back at the planter. So this is one of the row units out of 16 on this planter. So when we talked about the USB drive up in the tractor, so that now is relaying that information back to this unit right here, which then goes to the electric drive on the side of the row unit here. And that's what's controlling putting the seed in the ground at our spacing. So we need the specific spacing in the field so the plant grows the same throughout the field, and we have the same size ears or kernels, pods on the plant. So this is an electric drive motor, and this is what's turning a big disc inside of here. And at that time there's a vacuum on the back side over here where this hole is that sucks the seed up to a plate, and that is what makes your spacing. So it gets to a certain point inside the meter, the vacuum shuts off, and that drops the seed. And that's what gives us a consistent spacing out in the field, kind of like a picket fence. So that again is the technology controlling the planting. So this is a unit where it does all the seed is inside of this and drops down. So then it drops, if you come in a little closer, the seed will drop down the tube in here, and then it'll end up going out between the two discs back here, closing the seed trench, and then this wheel firms up and your row is planted. So, and all that is done at about 4.5 to 6.5 miles an hour, depending on where you're planting. So now we're up on the back end of the planter where the seed hoppers are. So this is where you would put the bulk seed in here. If you ever see one of those trailer going down the road with the big square black boxes on it behind a pickup truck, that's bulk seed, and that's what goes in these bins. And then this is pressurized by air, and it's blown out to the individual seed rows that I just talked about down on the ground. But this also has a scale on it too, so we can tell how much seed is in here. But sometimes we have to split a box between the two hoppers, and we need to know how much is in there. We just can't guess all the time, but you still have to, sometimes you got to move it between the two hoppers because it doesn't all even out the same because of the variable rate planting we're doing that I explained it back in the cab with that map. That map with those different colors on it showed there's different areas in the field that gets different populations on it because the soil is different, and that some soil grows more corn on it and some can grow less on it. So now we're back up by the tractor in the front, and you can see I stand 6'6", so this tractor is a little bit larger than I am. So imagine you're driving down the road, and maybe you're not, but your parents are, and you come up across one of these big pieces of machinery. Now they're only going maybe 20, 25 miles an hour at best. Very hard to maneuver this type of equipment down the road at that speed. It doesn't seem like it's very fast, but for a tractor it is. So you need to be very cautious and mindful around this, that we can make turns abruptly into the field left or right. You got to watch out for the safety flashing lights on there, slow moving vehicle, and it, again, for how big the vehicle is, it takes a lot to get this stopped. So your small car that you can stop fairly quick and maneuver real quick, you can't maneuver this big equipment that fast. So you need to be cautious, be safe, be patient, because everybody needs to eat. So I don't like being out on the road. I have a family I like to go home to every night too, so everybody needs to be safe, and remember that. So thanks for watching. Hope you learned something.